Hey folks, a little chilly across the valley today. Yesterday at this time it was a whole lot warmer, in the 40s now, and tomorrow at this time it's going to look a lot like this. We don't expect much of a change in the next 24 hours. We'll drop a little bit tonight, get back up to about this level tomorrow, and that's about it. If you look at our low temperatures tonight, upper 30s in the west, mid 30s in Rio Grande City, and probably out into San Isidro and San Manuel. Everybody else closer to 40, and then the island right around 50 for a low, but with cloudy skies, a bit of a breeze. It's going to feel colder than it is. And then tomorrow, it takes all day to get here, but we should top out in the upper 40s, maybe touch 50 in a few places. The wind out of the north-northwest at about 5 to 15 miles an hour. So not much of a warm-up tomorrow, but I think overnight, tomorrow night, temperatures hold steady or even go up a little bit. And then Sunday, we begin that warming trend that by Monday has us back in the 80s. Nowhere near the records, but back above normal again. Radar's been noticeably quiet today. There's some pretty good drizzle and light rain late last night. We had just less than a tenth of an inch, just under a tenth of an inch here at our studios, and that was pretty common across the middle part of the valley. But without rain, the clouds are still sticking around. They are thick and likely to stay thick tonight and tomorrow, and at least the first part of Sunday. Here's Future Track. Keeps clouds around, keeps it chilly. Keeps a little drizzle around into the early morning hours tomorrow, and during the daytime tomorrow, and during the nighttime tomorrow. Even Sunday morning, maybe some leftover misty drizzle, but as the day goes on, the clouds will thin a little bit. Maybe some sunshine and temperatures will warm up just a little bit. Still a cool day, but warmer. And then Monday, even warmer yet with readings, as we showed you, back in the 80s. 50% chance of some drizzle tomorrow. Drops off to 20 on the first part of the day Sunday. And by Monday, I think it's out of here. We are dry once again. Bigger picture shows some of this white up here. Wintry mix in parts of central Texas today. Mostly sleet with some drizzle mixed in. No real travel troubles up here. Nothing serious, but at least a little bit of a sign of winter up there. Chilly conditions building in. The front down to the south of us now, and tomorrow the suggestion is we still see that. A little low is going to develop, probably right on the coast, and that'll kick that north wind in a little bit tomorrow, bring more moisture in, and we end up with, again, that spotty light rain and drizzle during the daytime. Well, by the time you get to Sunday, everything turns around. The front starts to come back as a warm front. That'll bring warmer air back in, at least at the coast. And by Monday, we all warm up with, again, you saw temperatures back in the 80s. But then on Tuesday, there's another front. That one comes in during the daytime on Tuesday, cools it off again. Don't see much in the way of rainfall, and that will be nothing like the front that's here now. Maybe upper 60s for Wednesday, but that's probably about it. So a little bit of a cool down, but not a dramatic one. So what you see today and tomorrow, significant, you know, even for this time of year, to stay in the 40s all day. A little bit of unusual happening in the next half hour. Alan's going to talk about the average date of the first and last time each year we see days this chilly. In the bay, northeast winds 15 to 25 knots, a rough bay. The UV is low, a small craft advisory in effect with a high risk of rip currents. So tonight, upper 30s, cloudy, very chilly with drizzle on and off, that misty stuff. And then tomorrow, same kind of thing. We climb back to 48 for a high with winds out of the north-northwest, relatively light. Here you go. Morning drizzle Sunday, maybe a little bit of late day sunshine. With that, temperatures begin the warming trend. Another front on Tuesday cools it off a little bit for midweek, but by the end of next week, back to 80 again for Valentine's Day and the day after. So it looks like probably the coldest day of for a long time tomorrow. May not see another day that chilly for months. We'll see. We'll have an update for you coming up a little bit later in the newscast. That is your updated First Warn 5 forecast.